And welcome back to Medieval Engineers, everybody. Thank you so much for joining me once again today. As you can see in the game here, it's about sunrise, so we're pretty excited to get going for the day. And let's go ahead and jump right in. Like I said yesterday before we ended, I have a day off today, so I'm going to make a couple videos. I'm going to do one Medieval Engineers for now. I might do one in the evening as well, but we'll see. And then I'm going to do at least one Crusader Kings video as well. I may, if I'm feeling ambitious, do a 7 Days to Die finish-up video for that series, because that one's basically done. So it'd be nice to get that completed, but we'll see. We'll see how far we get. So I'm just finishing the roof on this luxury house that we made last time. You know, basically it's 3 wide, so I do 1 and 2 on each slope, and then this middle one, this block here. I had to make a bunch of tiles in the old kiln there. And yeah, it's pretty cool. So, still confused about the bee situation. Every time I go near it, of course, it kills me, and I can't seem to access the inventory. I don't know. It says it has things in it, so I don't know what I'm gonna do with that. I'm gonna let it sit there and see if it works later. But we are running really low on clay, despite the fact that we just happened to get a whole bunch of it when we were mining up here. I think I did this off camera. I continued mining here, got a bunch of rocks, and then got some clay while I was at it. But it is morning time here, and I haven't done much with the inventory management like I said I was going to, so I'm kind of disappointed in myself. Also, just kind of to clarify, hold on one second. So I went ahead and Googled this, and I couldn't get a good image, but maybe I can do a Google image search. Well, let's see here. Yeah, I'm not seeing what I'd like to see. Well, so what I'm doing is I'm searching for De Cantabria family crest here, and I'm getting some interesting results. And frankly, the game menu that we were going off of gives us some as well. So maybe I should just pick one random one like this and try to go for that. Ooh, interesting. I mean, I don't necessarily consider us having a Spanish kingdom, though. I think I just chose that because, well, it's just the one that popped into my mind. Let's do family crest, and let's just pick one that looks interesting. A lot of these are German. I don't know. I guess if you kind of think about this game and you think about the world, we're kind of in the middle, and obviously they don't have oceans, so we can't really use continental geography, but you know, it's like I imagine most of Europe would be in this kind of this region, maybe a little bit in southern Europe down here, and in this karst and desert. This is karst, so this is like where the desert would be, except for it's more tropical. So I'm gonna say that is reminiscent of Greek and Balkan type ideas. So let's find something that sounds kind of, you know, Balkan or Greek. I don't know. You know, I tell you what, I'm not going to use that as a method. I'm just going to pick one that looks interesting. And this one looks interesting. It's kind of hard to adapt to the game, though, because they're all a little different. Um, they're so more intricate in this context. I could use my name, my last name, which is Glazebrook. I think this is not. Okay, that's cool. Black and yellow with red. We have the fleur de lis. We have a red lion up here with its tongue out in the gold crown. We have a black lion down here. So there's a lot of things to work with there. Let's just go for this kind of thing. So we'll do... I will respect the color scheme. Black lion, and what was it on a yellow shield, I believe. So first things first, we're gonna have to change this and go with yellow. Okay, and I guess it's this one. And then this thing needs to be a lion, so we'll find a lion. I think they have a lion. If they don't have a lion, I don't understand. I do not understand how they don't have a lion on this. Okay. That makes no sense. I swear to God, they took out like a dozen of these symbols. Okay, I guess we can't do the lion, so we'll do... I kind of want to do something simple. Let's just do that. And that's our that's going to be our house banner, and then our individual banner is going to mirror it largely. Although let's do this. Let's change this color over to yellow. Pretty similar yellow to that. Okay, let's change this to one of those things. And I guess I'll keep the white, so that is our individual variation. And then this thing, I guess I'll stick that on there. I think it looks stupid. Let's take it off. Okay, so that's going to be... you know, I like that better. I think it's simpler, but I think I like it better. I'm going to have to check into the why there are fewer symbols available. And maybe I'll get a mod to address that, and then we'll do a lion instead. But okay, so this house is really getting pretty close to being done. I think maybe I should try to finish it real quick. Let me just kind of do this real quick. And can I just put this here? Create a little step for ourselves. Okay. And we're out of planks again. Let me just address that real quick. I'll just do those in my inventory, even though it's less efficient. Alright. And I also need a half timbered. Should I do a wall, just a wall, I guess? Alright. Now I will tell you that although I did try to work with the half timbered blocks as best I could, I did struggle with this because this very issue right here, where I can't get symmetry. So I'm gonna have to... One thing I could do is I could use that variant. This thing. Let me try that. Oops, not that. This. And this will give us a more symmetrical looking block, I think. wow. Look at all those different options. I don't know if you can see that very well. A lot of options here. Let's just do this one. And that looks fine. Okay. So, well, maybe. 1 second, guys. My vacuum seems to have gotten stuck somewhere. Oh, there it is. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to finish the little staircase outside in front of our house, now that the walls are complete. And then we need to finish our walls by doing a little work up in the corner there. So I needed to make planks, not just timber. So let me put one of these in here and start doing planks with it. Okay, so I'll let that go. In the meantime, I can also put now I can actually do this one here. And we can put these up here. This is obvious. The problem is that they need to be in the next grid over. Oh, my vacuum's having all sorts of problems. I'm just going to turn it off. Okay, there we go. Sorry about that. Okay, now I think it might be easier to do this inside. So let's go inside and do it. So number 9 and up. There we go. And then the question is that the right side, or do I want it to be facing the other side? Let me just see what that looks like. So they're all, oh, this one has the thing. So it was the right side. Okay. And then this side, I'm just gonna maneuver it like so. And then up there, at the very top, we're gonna need this guy. Like the game is telling me it's a new block that I haven't used before. Thanks, game. Okay, and that's gonna go right there. Now, can I get up there to pound this in? Probably not. So let's do this. Let's put a floor. We need these planks for this as well. Let's put a floor right there. And I guess I'll put it all the way across. So we definitely want a second story on this house. Okay, and then I guess I'll make this the point where the stairs contact. So I'll put a stairs. Caps lock for some reason, okay. And I'll do the small stairs, if I can. Small stairs right. That one. And I'll put that right there. Okay. And then we're out of planks again because I started doing the entire floor. But we will go ahead and do 10 more of those. And then we will grab these planks. I'll let the others continue while I put the final touches on the floor. Okay. And then we can start getting these in here. We're going to be running really low on the clay. I'm having trouble accessing that one, although if I jump, I can get it. Did that count? I don't think it's working. Okay, what I'll do is, the solution to this problem is we'll build a temporary scaffolding staircase here. And that should get us in reach, okay. Okay, and then I'll get rid of that. And then I need a block for this one, so I'll do, let's do a window up here, how about? I'm having trouble getting this to lock in. There we go. Are they both? Yeah, they both have the timbering, same timbering pattern, so... Okay, let's put that there, and... Need more planks, okay. And bada bing, and that is in. Okay, so, oh, and that one has a shutter. That one doesn't need a shutter. That is my bad. Let's get rid of the shutter. Let's do that again. Nobody's ever going to be able to be up there to shutter it is the problem, so. Okay, there we go. Let me make sure it looks okay from out here. And yes, it does. Okay, so there's that part of the house, and then obviously we would go over and do the other thing just the same. I'll do that off camera. But that house is basically done. It's done more than this house is, or this house. I may start to alternate between wood roofs and thatch roofs and tile roofs. I probably won't do a ton of tile roofs because they're expensive in terms of clay. Getting the attack music. Oh, it's this barbarian over here, I think. Is it this guy? I don't see any other ones. Nice. I grabbed that before it started rolling. I'm doing really poor on inventory space because I haven't done anything to manage my inventory. But basically, I am... basically, I need to build some more storage crates and things. So what I'll do, I think, is I'll grab... I got all those, okay. Let's go up to this house up here, because I was using a lot of storage crates in here. I don't want this to become my warehouse, but I think maybe what I will do is start placing dirt in here as well. And then what I could also do is I could do a large stockpile for stone. I want a stone stockpile here, so we'll get that one. And, you know, I could put it with these. I guess I might as well. Again, this is a somewhat peculiar situation because I'm not going to be able to see the actual stone until it gets basically full, but I'm going to start putting all my large stones in here just so I have a surplus going. And that's actually almost full, actually, so that's good. I will probably move these at some point. Okay. I expanded this slightly, and the thing that I want to do now... I do have... I don't think I have access to it yet, okay. Let's just work on the quests right now. By the way, I'm going to have to figure out a stairs for this, too. I already got one, okay. Well, this very inconvenient stairs. Get rid of that, take this table, and I'm going to redo the stairs here. Okay, so we're going to do a half stair, but we're going to have it go like, we'll do a left. There we go. We'll do it right there, and we'll get rid of this one. Oh, nice. That actually doesn't even interfere with that table too badly. Okay, perfect. Alright, and then, I guess I could put that table back down somewhere. Let me go put it up in this cabin house. I'll just put it right there. I could do a chair if I wanted to. I think I need a research table for the chair. And that's just planks and sticks, okay. I'll do a couple chairs. Okay. And I'll just put them down next to this table. I'll put one right there, and I'll put one about right there. Cool. Alright, so now with that, I was going to do just a little bit of storage container stuff here. So let me see if I can get a couple storage crates going. I'll do 3. I will probably move these at some point. And I'm basically doing non-food items at this point. So let me find the front of it. Here it is. This one about there. Okay, so what can I put in here that I have a bunch of? I could do sticks in this one. I could do clay in that one, or metal parts, or I already got one for skulls. I think the main issue is food at this point, so maybe I'll just grab this and move it to my food area down here, down on the other one. Oh, I actually already have dirt in that. So let's put the dirt up in the same one, and I'll put the skulls in here. Let me put all the like rope, hide kind of tools. I might need that metal part, so I'm gonna grab one of those. But let's see, rope, cloth. I'm just kind of putting random things. Charcoal, I get. No, I'll keep the charcoal. The leather though, put that in there. Okay, and then can I do a bookshelf? 8 planks for the bookshelf, so. I wish I had a mechanic where you could click a more advanced thing and then it would auto craft from the more basic tool components. So for example, if I click bookshelf, that it would automatically make that timber into planks and then make a bookshelf. Okay. And bookshelf is next. Okay. And I can place this over here. This is, again, a very temporary. I'm going to be moving all sorts of things around. But I can place certainly my schematics, blank scrolls. Oh yeah, I can do my maps in here too, but I'm not going to because I want to keep those. Alright, and then let's go down to the food area, which is here for now. And I'm gonna do a second small chest here. If I can find it. There it is. Okay, I'll do that, and then I'll put this wooden crate next to it as well. Now the crate, I'm going to have to figure out what we need to store in that. By the way, let's check this claim block and see how we're doing on taxes. 9 hours and 20 minutes, we're doing just fine. Not that I really care. Okay, so let's try to differentiate the things in this one versus the things in the other one. So let's just take everything out. Okay. So, one thing I could put in here would be, I could do modded versus non-modded. So these are non-modded crops. We've got tons of seeds too. And these are modded crops. I think these are crops. And I'm just doing the seeds as well. Okay. And then I'll do the rest of the non-moddeds in here. Probably could use a little salad, so let's grab a stack of those and a stack of these. Can I make salads with herbs and what's it called? I think so. Okay. That helps tremendously, and then let's put the charcoal in here for fuel. Sure. Put the ink in here. I think I found that in the field. Put the ingot in the forge. Put this in the forge too, because I don't need it. We do need to repair a couple things. We need to repair that. The shovel probably. And I'll get those 3 going as well. Okay, I think that's gonna basically resolve my needs for storage. Let me go put this grass up here while those are cooking. Alright, salad. Where's salad? It needs a fruit and a vegetable. Okay, so I have to get a fruit. Okay, so I do have a vegetable in the form of my herbs and such. Or roots, whatever. So I'll put the, put those away. And fruit, could be the berries. So let's just do berries to keep it simple. And then, yeah, I can do salads, okay. And I'll let those continue to cook. Now, the interesting question is, what can I do with, like, grapes and things? I think I can make wine, I'm guessing. My cats are fighting, that's lovely. Let's check the, yeah, get the iron out there. We're out of fuel here. Interesting. Alright. Let me make some charcoal for the forge. And we'll get these metal parts as well. But and then I will place these ingots here, and we'll make a shovel and a pickaxe with timber. Ooh, I could do a scythe as well, but I'm not going to do that right now. Alright. I'll take that, and I'll put this in here, because I guess I forgot. And then let's grab these tools. Okay. So we now have renewed tools. My sword is, you know, half bulky. I'll continue with it as it is. Okay, let me just check my chat screen real quick. Okay, good. We are in good shape. Okay, so we're gonna do some quests now. So let's go ahead and exit this building. Oh, yeah, no, I do need to do quests. Okay, so let's do strings attached. So 2 round timber. So let's go over here and make that. that was just wasting away. Okay. Round timber, and then it wants us to do a rope drum. So I need to go get the rope from over there. Okay, that's out. So we just put some rope in here. I think we found this rope. We know how to make rope, though. It's from flax, of course. And it wants us to do a rope drum, so we'll do that first. Again, I wish I could type in what I'm trying to do. This is what we need, so we need a regular timber as well. Alright, and then a hand crank wheel, which I think is going to be metal parts. I think these are all modded things, a lot of them. Hand crank wheel. Here it is, okay. Okay, and rope eye plate. Should be right around the same place, I would think. Rope eye plate. I think I need to go to the forge and do that one. And then catch block. Okay, so I can do that easily. Okay, so let's go to the smithy forge area and see if I can make a rope eye plate. This thing here. So we need metal parts, okay. Okay, and now it wants me to place a catch drum. Let me, this is one where we might want to go to the, you know, to the J menu. Okay. So, strings attached. It wants us to place, it wants us to do this, basically. And actually, this spot here makes a good place for it, so place the catch block, so I'll go with catch block. Okay. And then place the rope drum. Maybe I don't have enough clearance here. Hold on. Easy solution to that is to just get a number 7 timber here. We'll just do 2 out there and a similar 2 right there. Maybe I should make another catch block. I think I'm gonna need it. Excellent, did the smithy there. Alright, catch block. Okay. So now I think we are in position to do this. Oh, I should probably put the small stones in that little storage device. Okay, and let me just grab my catch block again. And then I'll put it on this little thing. I'll put this one there. I'll put this, I'll start out over here. And see if I can get this line lined up properly. There we go. And then I think I need to put a round timber right here. Actually, I need to do the hand crank first, don't I? So the hand crank is here. Of course, I don't know how anybody would get up there to use it, but Why can't that place? Okay. I'm gonna do the round timber, I guess. And then I'll do the number 9 hand crank. There we go. And then I'll do another round timber on the other side and connect it to the other catch block. In theory. There. I don't know if that's connected, but it is now. Alright, it's good enough. I still feel like that maybe not be quite right, but whatever. It looks fine. It looks good. Okay, now it wants me to place the rope eye plate. Now what we can do for that is we can place it on something. So what do we have that we could place it on? We could place it on a couple timbers. Let's just do that real quick. So I'll make a little, oops. I kind of want that to just kind of plop down. That's fine. Actually, that's perfect. So I'm doing like a little thing here. And then what I will do is I will grab this catch eye plate, put it right there. And now we have to configure the hand crank wheel. Again, it's a little hard to access. And then I think the idea is that you'd simply connect this to that with a rope. So let's finish the spirit of this quest, even though it's kind of poorly... it's not clear that this is what you're supposed to do necessarily, but if I go to this hand crank wheel now... Come on. Let me have access to it. Right there. Okay. And I hold F, should turn the wheel. Okay, I tell you what, I'm probably gonna have to put some scaffolding or something, but for now, that's kind of what you would do, and this would lift that up, you know. But I did something wrong somewhere along. I can't get rid of this cart. Okay, so that's that quest. Then we do the trade agreement, so it wants me to obtain 50 ore. So I guess I'll go up here and start digging. Oh, I'm out of food, sorry. Let's put that in our inventory. Okay. 50 ore. I'm just going to try to use up all this iron here. And at least the quest thing tells me how much I have, so I can kind of gauge myself. Probably get a little clay in here too, I would imagine. Alright. And then once we get that, you know, we're going to be in a position where we can build the trading post, which I think is going to be cool. We can start... If we need supplies, we can use the trading post to get supplies. Now, some people don't like the trading post mod because it negatively impacts how much gold you can get quickly, and that's certainly understandable. But it does create an economy system in the game, which is badly needed, and I think the vanilla game should work on that. And it allows you to kind of feel a sense of accomplishment when you do create a lot of wealth. But it does nerf gold mining, so something to keep in mind. Anyway, the trading post can be used to buy things and sell things. You can get money, and you can use the money to pay your land claim blocks, which is useful. but it is also useful because if you need like mass quantities of large stone or something, you can buy it rather than having to go mine it or whatever. It's not perfect. There are mods that obviously are not incorporated into it, so you would not be able to buy certain modded blocks or modded type materials, like sandstone is a big one. But it's still pretty cool, and it's definitely worth having if you're going to do any sort of economics in Medieval Engineers. And they have this quest line that's based on being a profession of some sort. So it's teaching me how to become a miner right now, supposedly. Eventually it's going to teach me how to become a lumberjack and tell me to go get a bunch of logs. I already have a bunch of logs, so I might just skip that one. We'll see. I might need more. But this ore is useful anyway, because I'm running a little bit low on iron. Or steel, even, you know, steel as well. This would be enough to upgrade my tools to steel tools, like my shovel and my pickaxe, my sword and my crossbow. And yeah, we're getting quite a bit of iron. So that's good. And clay. A little bit of dirt. I'll go ahead and get this. And there it is. Now it wants me to be a farmer. Gather 30 of one farmed or wild plant. Okay, so I think what the best option there is just go to my food stores and find one where I've got 30 of something and grab it. Having trouble getting some of these voxels. Not that you need to be perfect with your digging, but this just looks stupid, so I'm going to get rid of that. And that. Oh. Well, that's okay. That's good enough. Okay, so let's get out of here. And again, we may put some dirt down on this area to make it look less like a giant hole in the ground. On the other hand, we may not. We'll have to see. And we could make it like a little chasm that goes through here. I don't know. We'll figure it out. But for now, I'm going to store these ores in here. Okay. And then let's go here and grab. It's not going to recognize the hops. Okay, fine. We'll have to grab a vanilla plant. Flax will work. And I think it probably auto-counted the forester one too, because it looks like it's been completed, so. Okay. So we did the professions one now. I think I can make, yes, the trading post. And I think I need a bunch of timber, some wheat straws. I do have some of those. Metal parts, wooden sticks, and logs. Okay. So I just need a bunch of timber. And I probably need this anyway, but I want to build this trading post near my market area because I think it's going to make the town feel a little bit more alive. So let me go ahead and get this done real quick before I move on to the remaining quests. Okay. That should probably be about enough for now. We'll let the rest of that just stay in that area. Yes, that's enough timber. Okay, so can I just place this? I can put it right there. I'll have to dig out this dirt. But I'm okay with that. Alright, let's see what this looks like now if I construct it. It's gonna take a little while to build, it looks like. That's okay. Alright, let's get this dirt and clay. It looks like there's clay in here. Oops. There we go, and this one. One more there. Okay. It should be good enough. That voxel looks awkward. Okay. Alright, this looks pretty good now. Let's finish building. Okay, and there's the trader. And she is sitting there waiting to trade with people. So this is the market square. And I'm going to do other decorations here. And I might put a little, maybe an additional row of blocks or something there. But this is our trader now. So we can go up to her, for example, and we can put a log in there. And I think she'll buy that. Apparently she doesn't like... palm logs. What about palm fronds? Apparently she doesn't like those either. Great. Okay, good to know. They need to update this mod to be more inclusive of other things, but if I did flax, would you buy flax? Yes, you will. Okay, so you buy 15 flax at a time. And then I get pennies, and then I can, you know, turn the pennies into stuff. What I would do is I would take the pennies... Let me just see if I can get a little bit more here. So I take the pennies, then I go to the money chest, and it's the money exchange, and then I put them in, and then I can get silver nuggets there, or if I had 20, I could get a quarter noble, and then I would get 4 of those into a full noble. So that's how the money system works. I will do that at another time. But that I can just leave this in here because I'm the only person on this server right now. But eventually I'll put those in a more secure location, and that's how the economy kind of starts in this game. You may want to tweak this path a little bit, just a tad. That's fine. And then I'll put a little bit of fill in here. Just a little bit more here. There we go. That looks better, actually, I think. Kind of. Maybe I better do the other side a little bit. Yeah, this path is always going to be trouble, but this kind of makes it look a little bit more realistic. Rather than just a big old slope, you know, it's kind of chopped up a little bit there, and now people can kind of... Yeah, that's pretty good. Okay. Alright, I really like how this town looks, by the way. I'm very pleased with it. Actually, if I go to V and Alt and mouse wheel, I can get a pretty good sense of it. Oops. So this is the little town. It's coming along. I worked on this palisade thing over here off camera too, by the way. I'm going to keep doing that kind of thing. It's pretty basic stuff, but definitely stuff you got to keep working on. So, but the town looks pretty cool. Let's see if that beehive is ready for anything yet. It sounded like I'm going to have to wait until it's ripe. Let me get this out of the way, too. This is not doing anybody any good here. I'll simply move that, but in the meantime, let me... I guess I can't harvest that yet. Yep, Yep, cannot do anything with that yet. Okay, so I'll just keep waiting. Let me just soften these edges to this path a little bit here. This edge in particular. Although I do kind of like the idea of having sharp dirt ridges along the path. It's kind of cool. But this is a problem because can you imagine somebody coming in here and trying to get through this path? It's pretty steep, you know. It'd be kind of an inconvenient entrance to the town. I might actually elevate that one up, and that way I could build a little bit of a platform, and this would be a lot flatter in this area. Okay. Well, let's do the additional blocks mod quest. So it wants stone wall arrow slit placed and built. So let's just make one in the up here, and we'll build it and delete it. So if we go to arrow, this is a modded arrow slit, I guess. Could have sworn, by the way, that this was already a window variant option. I need large stone for that. They haven't updated their mechanics to accept small stone the way that the vanilla game has. Okay, that should be enough. Okay, now it wants a stone wall arrow slit round for one. And that's probably going to take even more of those large stones, so let's get rid of that one. And let's find it. Stone wall arrow slit round. There it is, okay. We'll go ahead and build that. I guess I only need 4. Okay, that's not bad. Okay, and that completes that. Military stone ceiling. I think that might also be, yeah, it's a mod, so I do enjoy it when mods make you do that. Okay, so ceiling. Stone ceiling straight passage. I need 4. Place 4 stone ceiling straight passage building. Okay, so I'll just need 4 of these. And I need 10 per, so I need 40 large stones. So let's go down and get the large stone from the stone stockpile. Again, I'm not going to keep these because I'm not actually sure when I'm going to use this, but it's good to know that it's an option. So let's go to the stockpile. We'll just grab all those. And we'll go ahead and just build right here is fine. And what I think, you know, this is kind of cool because what you could do, you know, is this kind of a thing, where it would just lock in like that, and then you'd have one more sticking out eventually. But this does look kind of cool. And so you can make a nice little arch. Do I have to build the top separately? That's weird that the top isn't constructed. I don't know what that's about, but that seems odd. Let's just do that. Now it wants me to do the small variant of that. Stone ceiling straight small. Okay, so I guess I have to do that. But this. Okay, so this is what you put on top, I guess. Is that what you're supposed to do? Is just put that right on top? I guess so. Looks like there's gonna be a clippering issue on that one. I think that one might be busted. Yeah, these seem like a little bit weird. But I did complete the quest, so I'm going to go ahead and deconstruct all this now. Guess I better get this tall one first. And then this one. I don't know, I guess it's potentially useful, but it still looks unfinished. So, we'll see. Alright, steel weapons. Now it wants me to obtain linseed oil, 5 leather strips, and 4 steel ingots, okay? So we're gonna go grab our materials here. Oops, here, linseed oil, leather strips, whatever, okay. And then we need steel ingots, so I'll have to make, I'll have to grab a stack of this and make these into iron ingots first, and then steel. So we'll do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then we will do 1, 2, 3, 4. Or I guess I can only do 2 of those. But that will, I think that'll yield 2 ingots per shot there. Okay. And then once we get this, I think it's going to want us to make a steel sword. So I may want to just recycle that iron sword. Oh wow, we didn't get as many steel ingots as I thought that was going to produce. That's my bad for miscalculating. I'll just take all of the iron and make it all into ingots. I do need that ore crusher doubler thing. So let me actually see if I can do that yet. Oh yeah, here it is. I should build that immediately. That just became available. Oh, I need to build it in a thing. Where are you, Mr. Refresher? And we're going to start with the manual one, then we will implement the not quite as manual one. Okay, we'll craft that up. And then in here, we need some more charcoal, so I'll do, each one of these requires 2, so I need 3 charcoals. So 1, 2, 3, and then I can do 1, 2, 3. And I'll let that continue. And then in here I'll grab this, and I'll place this in the world somewhere. And it saved, that's good, I'm glad it saved, because sometimes placing things for the first time creates a crash. But I could place this like right over here somewhere. Or I could place it a little bit more right in the middle of everything. I don't know. I mean, I might move it at some point, but maybe right here would be okay for now. Alright, that's fine. And then, you know, you'd put the ore in here, you'd crush it, it would turn into bags of crushed ore, and then you'd smelt that for double yield. Okay, and so we do have our steel, so we'll douse that, and now we have 5 steel ingots, 1 iron ingot. Put the iron ingot back in there. Take this and put it back in this. Okay, now craft a steel sword. Okay, exactly. So let's go ahead and do that. Steel sword. Oh, here we go. Okay, that'll be nice. It's the best sword in the, well, the best craftable sword in the game. There might be modded swords that are better. But let me put that in the old number 1 slot there, and then I can, what I'll do is, even though I could smelt down the other one for iron ingots, I'm going to go ahead and put it in this for nostalgia. And in case I need a backup. Okay, but now we have a steel sword, so that's cool. Okay. I don't know why that was still going. Alright. So now we can really kick some barbarian ass. Let me see if how good it works. Nice, okay. Same as the other sword though, in terms of mechanics. And now, it wants us to do hoarding, so hoarding floor with shooting hole. Hoarding floor. Okay. So I'll go ahead and do hoarding. And I guess it just wants us to build these floors. Again, this is something you'd place up somewhere a little bit more festive than where we are right now, but I could use it like on here. These are wall walks, but I could easily replace them with hoarding, so let's do that. Like so. And that's not necessarily how it would have been done. Like, usually you'd put these on the outside and then you'd have a barrier coming in, so you'd have this extending out over the battlefield, and then if you wanted to use the ones with holes, well, can't seem to get it to click, but oh, here's the shooting holes one. Yeah, there you go. So then they'd shoot through those floors like that. But anyway, what was I gonna do? Okay, now it wants me to do 2 open hoarding wall, or so it wants me to do hoarding walls like this. So let's do that. 1 second, my phone is going off. Let me just make sure it's not urgent. Okay, let's see here. Nope. Some area code that I've never heard of. Anyway, back to the game. Sorry about that. We're going to go ahead and place and build these. So that can go there. Again, I'm going to go ahead and delete these after I complete the quest, but this is what they would look like if they're on the outside, and that's actually pretty cool, and I could do that at the top of any wall, basically. That looks really neat, but again, this would normally face the other direction. I guess what I could do... Ooh, that's a little bit of a lag there. Let me just... I'd like to get some stairs up to this... up here. Why can't I place that? Alright, let's put this here. And then what I'll do is I will replace this with a floor. Okay, so now we have a little bit of a platform here. And see, this just doesn't work. If this was facing that way, it would work, but I mean, it kind of works. I don't know. Maybe I'll leave it for now, but I'm pretty sure that's going to be changing.
Oh!
Still can't get the honey, so that's the only active quest I have, is that honey one. Yeah, so let's go and see what else we're able to do. So we've completed the civil engineering quest line, it looks like, or unless that beehive counts as one. Nope, it's not. Mechanical grist mills and sawmills are the next one in economic. And then military, we do have defender recruitment, which is the AI defender mod, which I really want. And siege mechanics, which allows us to start doing catapults, as well as the gears, which are a mod. And then we can start doing gunsmithing, which is also a mod, and I'm glad it's a useful addition to this game. But those kinds of quests are good, and they're going to take a while, so we're going to not do any of them today. Although I'm tempted to do that one, but I'm not going to do it. Let's work on let's work on the path. We're already at an hour in, and I think what I'll do is I'm going to make this path go all the way down to where it connects down there. And it's really pretty simple. And this will prevent vegetation from growing as well, so that's useful. So that one will never grow again if I plow over its little home. I'm going to avoid plowing over the flax plants because I would like to occasionally harvest them from the wilds. They're useful. But I don't mind getting rid of these bushes. These bushes are annoying. Okay, so let's go a little bit this way. And, you know, this plow quickly uses up its health. It's pretty good, though. Maybe just a tad more there. Okay. Getting the barbarian attack, it sounds like. Now that we're venturing out from our little area. Should probably kind of keep my eyes open for where he is. There he is. Okay. Test out our new steel sword. Okay, and he's gone. Alright, and then I'll continue. Oh, we got another guy coming from the south there. One more half block in. Right in the kisser. Alright, and then let's get this path continuing now that the barbarian threat has been taken care of. Another treasure map there. Okay, so that takes care of that. Getting another barbarian coming in here. Alright. Kinda sad that they nerfed their weapons to not give you ingots. You know, now it just gives you metal parts when you smelt them directly. And that creates a lack of income in a sense. Alright, we're getting pretty good. I destroyed that grave, so that's okay. Our plow is holding up. Maybe I want the path to kind of veer off this way and make it a little more interesting, you know? Rather than just be a straight line, it curves a little bit. I think that's cool. And then we'll kind of connect it more or less directly with the path down there. Again, there we go. Go. And getting close. I definitely want to at least get it connected up with this part of the path, and my plow may be running out too quickly to expect to get it all the way to the road on the other side there. Ooh, and this actually goes off that way. I wonder, maybe I should have this continue this way and be a separate path direction. Over to the forest kind of thing, so there's like a little bit of a fork here. That's fine. And this one here. Okay, perfect. So that's connected now. And I can even connect it again here. I think that'd be natural. So, you know, people might kind of come this way, or they might go around this bush and go that way. I think that's kind of a natural looking intersection, to be honest. If I'm being honest. Come on, game. There we go. One more here, and then our plow is basically shot for now, so I'll go put some more metal into it, but that path is going to go off that way, and then this kind of creates a little bit of division, and you can kind of see that pretty well here. Yeah, that looks pretty good, I think. And that one is going to go off to the road. Alright, let's go fix our plow, and then we can maybe get the path all the way to the road. Eventually there'll be a path. Somehow I'm going to have to make the castle up there and connect it to the town. I'm not sure how I'm going to do that yet, but we'll figure it out. They say the beehive takes 30 minutes. It's definitely been that. Did I get something there? Oh, I did! Or maybe not. I don't know. I guess it would tell me. Yeah. I did not. To get honey, you must attack and destroy the hive with a weapon. Oh, okay. So it's ripe because we can tell it's got the honey on the outside. So I have to attack it with a weapon. That's weird. This would not be a good technique to use in real life. Is that working? Maybe this doesn't work with the changed system for attacking. Did I get any? Wait for the bees to do their work, come back in 30 minutes to find the ripe hive. Ripe hives have honey coming out of their sides. We've got that. To get the honey and wax, you must attack and destroy the hive with a weapon. Maybe they've changed this so it doesn't work anymore. Because this seems to be a pretty resilient beehive. What if I did an axe? I highly doubt this will have any different effect. I'm having trouble getting locked on here. My stamina is definitely shot. We'll try coming at it from a slightly different angle here. Boy, this is a really confusing quest. Maybe I can just destroy it with plow or something. I'm about to die here, so I guess I can't quite get what I want there. I might try keep continuing to work on that off camera. But let's finish this episode by recycling our plow and getting that road connected up. Do I have timber? I do have that and that. I do have timber. Okay, so I'll go over to my forge. Put the timber, put this on. I already have timber in there, so I have the iron hand plow. Can I do a steel hand plow? No, I need 2 steel and linseed oil for that. So I'll do the iron one again, that's fine. Okay. Let's finish this path. So it's very nice, by the way. It's very pleasant. I think I have a mod that allows me to plant temperate zone trees up in here too, which would be kind of cool. Maybe like at a certain altitude it changes from the tropical trees to regular temperate trees. I wish that water mod could have worked, but it didn't. And so, I mean, it would have destroyed the world, for one thing. Maybe the path gets a little bit more rustic, a little bit thinner maybe at some point. And getting attacked. And for surface ores here, I don't see any. There's the barbarian. Oh, we got 2. Oh shit. Unfortunately, I forgot that I was injured from the beehive, so I kind of played fast and loose and I died. That's okay though. I'll tell you what, I will go get that off camera. I'll finish the path off camera. It's pretty mundane. One thing that I think I do want to do before I end the episode though is show you one last thing. So if I go to Alt F10, I can click on this Enable Creative Mode Tools, and then Alt F10 to get that off, and then regular F10, and I can use these schematics. I can paste them in without having to worry about building materials. I'm not going to do this very often, but there's a few things. One in particular, I want to build this well, and I think it'd be cool to just paste it in. So let's see what we can. Let's see how this works here. Alright, so it actually goes down quite a ways. That's kind of a cool location for it, right about there. Not sure why it won't let me paste it in there. Oh, is it because it needs this? I don't know what that red stuff is up there, but it'd be a really cool location, like right about there. What if can I put it like right over here? I'm not sure why I couldn't. Maybe I'll have to build some dirt around it, but I could try maybe right up here. I really want it sunk in the ground though, and I think it makes more sense to be over here, to be honest. Maybe in the market, even with the market. That looks pretty good there. Let's build it here. Okay. So now we have a well, and I'm gonna have to. I don't want to do that very often, so I'm gonna go back to Alt F10 and turn that off. Maybe I should have to pay a price for that. Maybe I should just like lose all the logs in my inventory. Well, it's all down in my bag down there, which I need to retrieve within 6 minutes, so I should probably get to that. But that's kind of cool. I'll dig this out and make this more. I'll maybe put a little staircase, and that's gonna be our little town well. At least one of them. And it looks pretty cool. So that's one way you can quickly build things in this game. Alright, well thank you so much for watching. We're going to end the episode here. I'm going to go get my bag off camera. Try to do this bee thing off camera. We'll figure it out. And we'll see you next time on Medieval Engineers. Thank you for watching.